Hey yo, hello everybody, it's me Nick the Break, and today I am back with another video, and today we'll discuss a pretty interesting topic, which is how many Ninjago minifigures exist, and more importantly for me, how many am I missing, because I am planning to get them all at some point. I know this sounds crazy, but to be honest, I'm not crazy far. Also, I've been using Bricklink for this and Brickset to figure out how many I'm actually missing, because they have just detailed listings of the figures. So then you even know what they consider one figure and what not, because this is where the variant part comes in, where it just gets quite messy. So having a clear list of everything is very crucial. And yeah, also some of the pictures of the figures you'll see in this video are for Bricklink, just to let you know that. And yeah, now let's get straight into it. So we are already gonna answer the key question, which is how many minifigures are there? Well, including core sets, so the January and March waves of Ninjago sets that we have gotten this year, we are looking at 666 minifigures for the TV show alone. And yeah, quite an ironic number, not gonna lie. So yeah, that's pretty interesting how it lined up that way. And then we actually have 112 minifigures for the Ninjago movie. um 92 of them were released in the actual sets, and then you have 20 for the CMF, which makes us this number. And if you want to combine both the TV show and the movie minifigures, there are 778 minifigures altogether, which is just very insane. I mean, it's just really insane to think about that there are this many Ninjago figures in existence that are at least slightly different from each other. I actually low-key wanna see these reach 1000 minifigures, because that would be just very insane. You know, that the LEGO team has produced more than 1000 minifigures. Only Star Wars has done that before, I'm pretty sure, which has 1200 minifigures, something about that. So yeah, all of this must be quite a mad information for you. I mean, for me it was too, but now I just got used to it, that I know how much of everything I'm missing. And now, yeah, we're gonna look at exactly that, which is how many minifigures I need from each season. And yeah, I actually separated the ninja suits, because then it's kinda easier for me to track what I'm missing and what not. I don't know, I just think ninja being separate was a good move to do. But yeah, I'm missing 27 ninja minifigures now. I have all of these suits, but as you can see, there's also a lot of variants. Like, there are just many variants, and there are the few that I'm missing, and that is the number of 27. So yeah, for ninja suits, I'm actually missing 27, and if we actually want to include core, which I still need to get a lot of stuff, I'm missing exactly 40 ninja minifigures, which is a pretty interesting number. But yeah, for the ninja suits, this is how it is. So yeah, now you won't see ninja anymore on this list, but for the classic Ninjago era, I am missing 5 minifigures, which are 3 of the Skullkin and 2 of the snakes. And yeah, the problem here will be the snakes, which is obviously the Pythor. I mean, such a cool serpentine minifigure, but I never got that original ultrasonic raider, even though I got lots of the other Rise of the Snake sets back in the day. And then for Spita, I actually had this minifigure, but then I lost the torso, I suppose, or maybe even the legs. I don't know. All I can find at the moment is the head. So sadly, I can't have it built at the moment. So I guess I'll have to buy a new one. Sadly, that's just how things are. With some of these, obviously over the years you're just gonna lose some parts. I'm pretty sure most of LEGO creators went through that, and actually the minifigures that are crossed are the ones that I recently rebuilt, so just keep that in mind. And yeah, now that brings us to the biggest pain of all, which is the rebooted in Tournament of Elements. But Tournament of Elements isn't really all that complicated, but rebooted is just I mean, it's just really just, I don't know what to say. I'm missing a whole lot of stuff. And 5 Nindroids, okay, I mean, there's just been just various amounts of Nindroids, and that's alright, they're cheap anyway, so that won't be a problem. But what will be a problem are those 6 minifigures. So now let me tell you my backstory on the rebooted sets. So back in the day, I actually got quite a few stuff from the Winter Wave, and then I completely missed out on the Battle for Ninjago City, and also for the Ninja Charger, and also for the Ninja Dragon in January, and also the Ninja Copter. So I've been missing quite a few very important sets for Rebooted, which obviously is visible here with minifigures, which means that I'm missing 6 very important minifigures which cost quite a lot of money, which is just very worrying. And those are the Overlord. Obviously, this is gonna be the biggest pain of all. I'm obviously gonna save him for the last, because before I wanna get the other minifigures just so I can get an excuse to buy such an expensive minifigure at last, It just feels better that way. Then we have Techno Wu, Overborg. I actually had Overborg, but then I lost his head, so this is a problem as well. We have the original Sensei Garmadon and the original Pixel, which are also both very expensive. So this also, it doesn't look too good. Like, all of those minifigures retail for at least $10 or euros, whatever you want. So this is not really that good. And not to mention that Overlord reaches very hilarious prices of $60 and more, which is gonna be quite a problem for sure. And then we also have the Dareth from that polybag, which obviously I have never gotten, and he's also not cheap as well. Then for Tournament of Elements, I am missing 4 minifigures. One is Sensei Garmadon, which also isn't too cheap, and yeah, I'm missing both Sensei Garmadons, which is pretty ironic. Then I'm also missing Karloff and Griffin, and that's also because I missed out on that limited edition Tournament of Elements set. I just never really seen it in person, I think. Maybe I saw it once, but I never picked it up then. And also for the Klaus, I actually have the set with him, but the arm has broken, and yeah, now the piece of arm is stuck in his torso, and I tried everything and I can't get it out. So in this case, I also need a new Klaus, which makes us, well, not us, but me, with a huge pain for those 2 seasons, with missing quite many of the pretty valuable minifigures. And then in the Possession to Hands of Time era, I'm also missing quite a few minifigures, but it's not that bad because most of them are just villain variants. With the Ghost here, nothing special, even that generic skeleton. And that skeleton I think is exclusive, or at least it appears in only one Ninjago set because he's using the Skullkin torso piece but without any printing, so yeah. Here's that, pretty hilarious that this is counted as a separate minifigure, but oh well. We'll just have to deal with it. Then for Skybound, nothing much, some of the Sky Pirates. But yeah, that Siren minifigure is actually quite rare because it came only in one polybag, and it's actually definitely not that cheap after all. So this is gonna be a little harder to get. Then in Day of the Departed, I'm actually not missing much at all. But there is something pretty important, which is the Day of the Departed Pythor, and that one is the second most expensive Ninjago minifigure that I need to get. This one will definitely cost me a lot, and I'm not looking forward to getting it anytime soon. And then for the Hands of Time, nothing much is there missing, but we have Ray and Maya, which obviously are not that cheap as well, but they definitely aren't that expensive either. So with Hands of Time, I mean, it could have been worse, but it's also not that cheap considering I'm only missing 2 of the figures. But believe me, it's way better compared to if I was missing the Time Twins. I would probably just give up because those guys are just so expensive. I am very glad to have them both. Then for the Ninjago movie, most of them are civilians, the ones that I'm missing, and there are 3 words I have to say, which are the Ninjago City Ducks, which is obviously what's holding me back with the Ninjago movie era of the figures. And then we also have that Garmadon set, which includes that hotdog guy and also another civilian minifigure, so that's basically all that I'm missing. It's quite disturbing how many civilian minifigures I'm missing down the line, also with the other minifigures you'll see in the future, but yeah, that's just how things went. But yeah, at least most of those are very cheap, so it wouldn't be a problem. Later on, we have the Oni Trilogy, and there's really not much missing here, only 3 Sons of Garmadon minifigures, which obviously this is gonna be very easy to obtain. And then for Hunted, well, I actually have every single Dragon Hunter that comes in a set, but there we have 7 minifigures from the magazines. Well, actually, I rebuilt one, so that's great, but yeah. 6 minifigures that I need to get are from magazines, which is just pretty hilarious that they made so many different minifigures just for the magazines, which is just very interesting, not gonna lie. And I'm also missing that Golden Woo minifigure, which obviously I didn't pick up the Dragon Pit because I just didn't find it that interesting back in the day. Considering I got most of the other hunted sets, I didn't really feel a need to get one as well. And yeah, then for season 11, there's not really much missing, which I'm glad. We have Akita and that samurai minifigure, but yeah, Akita, she's just very expensive. I don't know, was it the Weebs, was it the furries? But this minifigure has gotten so expensive. Actually, it used to be like 15 when it came out, and now it's about 30, which definitely isn't good, so I'll definitely save that one for the end as well. But yeah, it's pretty disturbing that this happened with this minifigure, but oh well, we'll just have to deal with it. And for Prime Empire, really not much happening, just Unagami with some pieces at the bottom, and obviously the Scott with the neck attachment, so really I am not missing that much at all. And yeah, then this leaves us with Island and Seabound, which are both completed, and I'm very happy about that. But for the core sets, I didn't get any. I mean, until recently I got 2 cheap max sets, so now I'm missing 24 minifigures out of the 28 ones. The ones I have are the Core Lloyd, Core Zane, and 2 of the Snake Warriors. So yeah, I'm definitely missing a lot of stuff with Core, and yeah, I'll slowly obtain them over time, but so far I'm definitely missing a lot for that line of sets. Then stuff also brings us to Legacy, and this doesn't look good. I'm missing 25 minifigures, guys. I mean, obviously there are 99 Legacy minifigures, keep that in mind. So yeah, I'm missing about 25% of them, including the Golden Woo, but oh well, he's not that expensive anymore, luckily. But yeah, it's mostly just the civilian minifigures from the Ninjago City Gardens, but oh well, anyways, I'll get them at some point. Obviously, they're all cheap, so not really a problem in my opinion. And yeah, then the last one is full of the Miscellaneous minifigures, and yeah, most of them are from the Erjitsu Temple. Obviously, I didn't get that back in the day. And we also have 2 of the pirate minifigures from that minifigure pack with Zane and Nia, but I actually got this minifigure pack, but I can't find the legs for either of those 2 pirates, sadly, so I guess I'll have to get the new ones. And then the minifigures you see at the bottom are from the recent employee Christmas gift set for people who work in Lego stores and stuff, so yeah. Those won't be easy to obtain as well, but obviously also there isn't anything exclusive to them really, so I'll be able to get them in some other ways as well if there will be a need. So overall, that means that I'm missing 156 minifigures, which doesn't really look like a good number, but it's actually only 20% of all Ninjago minifigures, which means that I already own 80% of Ninjago minifigures ever produced, and in the actual number, that is more than 600 minifigures, which I think is very, very insane. I really didn't expect to have this many, but I also really didn't expect that there are that many minifigures as a whole. I mean, it's just really insane that Ninjago is close to 800 minifigures overall. And yeah, obviously we are gonna reach that this year, I'm pretty sure, especially if some magazine minifigures get released and stuff. So yeah, this is gonna be it for this video. If you enjoyed, I would highly appreciate a like. Don't forget to click that subscribe button if you can already. Have a great day. Bye.